So what happened, if anything, after you wrote the book and you started sharing the book with prospects and with clients? How did that impact your sales?
Well, it improved them, and it also reduced the amount of time that it took me to complete the sales cycle, because the people could get information about long-term care, and they could formulate any questions that they might have pertinent to their own situation, and then it was simpler. It was less time consuming for me to work with them to come to resolution on it.
Because when you got down to talking, they knew what they wanted to talk about,
Right.
and you knew what they wanted to talk about.
Right, and they could get whatever issues resolved so that they could move forward.
Now, what kind of experience did other agents in your agency or in your company experience using the book?
Well, one agent I remember specifically told me that after he read the book, he hadn't sold any long-term cares up to that point, but once he read the book, he sold 5 within a matter of months. So just understanding it, for the agent to understand the issues, is very important. I mean, there has to be a conviction that you bring to the table that facilitates the decision-making process so that they will make a decision and act on it.
And so, if I'm hearing what you're saying there, that conviction really has to be with the agent or the advisor if that prospect is going to take appropriate action and get long-term care when it makes sense.
Correct. I think sometimes agents and advisors don't have a full appreciation of how much value they bring and how much credibility, so that if you poo-poo long-term care, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. But if you really are knowledgeable and can present the true issues correctly, they will understand it, and you know, they're going to move on it. You know, I find that women are probably the most important in a couple, for example. Because typically, the woman is the one who ends up taking care of him, and then she becomes widowed, and then who's going to take care of her? So if you ask a couple, you know, ask her, for example, what do you see as important in this issue? They'll relate it in ways that they understand, and if he hears that, he is more likely to make sure that she's got coverage, if nothing else. I mean, she's going to be burdened with taking care of him in, you know, well, half the time one or the other is going to need it, and if it's him, then obviously, you know, she's going to be involved one way or another. And if he dies and she's left alone, well, who's going to take care of her? So just to make the woman aware of those issues, or she's probably aware of them, but even to surface that so that he becomes aware of it.